2025 Recruit Academy was the largest we've ever had in the history of the Alameda County Fire Department. The 22-week academy incorporated engine operations, truck operations, and rescue operations. In these disciplines, they included hose techniques, ladder skills, ventilation, forcible entry, firefighter survival, rapid intervention, auto extrication, hazardous materials basics, rope rescue, wildland, and driver operator. The cadre was able to challenge these recruits and establish a solid foundation to start their careers with the Alameda County Fire Department. Join us as we take a look back at the 2025 Recruit Academy.
The part of this academy that I enjoyed the most was probably team building day. I think it taught a lot about who, not only who myself was, but who my fellow academy mates were. And it really set the foundation for building those long-lasting relationships. Throughout this day, we started in the parking lot. We did some warm-ups in the grass, moving into Chrissy Fields where we did army crawls. During the army crawls, we had to pull each other in Stokes baskets, which was really difficult. After that, we moved onto the Golden Gate Bridge. We ran stairs, moving to the beach, jumping into the water, linking arms, sand getting in places that nobody wants sand. Staircase climbs, the sweat, the cramps is something that I don't think I'll ever be able to forget throughout my entire life, no matter where I go or what I do. I think that overall it was a big, not only team building day, but a character building day.
So the part of the process that I enjoyed the most, besides the camaraderie with my fellow recruits, was survival and Rick Week. It was something that I didn't think I would enjoy, just being a bigger guy and having some nerves. But the more I did it, and a lot of the learning that occurred made me much more confident, and looking back on it was my favorite time of the academy.
Rick Week was probably the most enjoyable because at some point it just goes from getting your fellow firefighter from point A to point B, and we're gonna respond in the ways that we've been trained, but also it takes that extra effort to actually finish that task at hand no matter what challenges are presented. I would say firefighter survival here in Alameda County Fire is probably one of the most intense weeks that you can experience because there's so much that you can do to not just rescue your peer but also rescue yourself, that in moments that they put you up to a challenge, it's very easy to veer off of that, but that's where the challenge comes in, is you need to stick to what you've been trained. You need to follow the guidelines that you've been trained on. You need to complete the task as well when it comes to surviving.
Sit back, sit back, sit back.
You're right here and you're like hugging this corner. Okay, like this is too close.
Okay.
Okay, I want you to come out. I want you to come like this. And I want you to swing wide. So you have access to this whole room.
Okay.
Nice and wide. See how I'm back up against this wall right here?
Yeah.
That way if you need hose at that corner, it gives them a second to get it there.
Okay.
Okay?
Hose week was tough. Hose week was really tough. Teamwork was key in hose week. Pulling hose is all about the second and third person, realistically. So, you could be the strongest guy in the world, but you can't pull 2.5 by yourself. So you need that teamwork. And so being able to bond with those individuals on your team and being able to help each other pull the hose, learn techniques, and advance each other in hallways, in upstairs. That was one of my favorite parts of hose week, was going up the stairs, and can't do that alone. So the teamwork was key with that.
What I'm looking forward to the most is serving the community that I grew up in. I grew up in the East Bay. I grew up a mile away from one of our stations. So for me, being able to serve the community in this professional capacity, this is more than a dream come true. It's a true blessing to be here. I'm very grateful to be here, and I'm looking forward to making each day when I'm on the line count towards something great.
Wittiest is Wrath. Fernandez. 100%. He tries, but
he's not funny. He's not funny.
He tells a joke and then we just walk away.
He's
scary.
He's pretty damn witty.
He's also the class bully.
Yeah. Oh, class bully?
I am, yeah.
I think you're the most popular guy.
Every week I show up to his house and bully him.
I think the part of the process that I'll miss the most is having the day in and day out camaraderie, knowing that everybody that I'm with, who I'm surrounded by, is going through the same thing I'm going through, and being able to bounce off each other and have each other's backs throughout this process. After the 22 weeks, we'll be separated, we'll be assigned different shifts, we won't always be in contact, we won't always be able to talk to each other. So I think that is going to be something that I miss the most throughout the academy.
I don't know if I can say on camera how the recruits started. It was horrible. They sucked, and they worked real hard, and they still sucked. And it was a continual process of learning from their mistakes, lots of opportunities to practice, to get better, and eventually they would get there. Their perseverance throughout and positive attitude throughout the whole academy was one of the things that really stood out to me as one of their strengths as a group, is that proper mental fortitude and just to push and not give up.
Class of 2025, congratulations on completing this rigorous fire academy. A bit of advice for your future. You're in much better shape now than you were when you got here. Keep that going. Your body is the best tool you have for this career. Also, you've learned a lot in this academy. You've just scratched the surface. There's much more to learn in this career at all ranks. Keep the training going. Lastly, you guys are all grateful in this moment. Remember this in your future when times get tough. Thinking back at this moment will make the hard times a little easier to handle. Don't forget to stay involved with your union.
As you embark on this career with the Alameda County Fire Department, I encourage you to stay hungry and stay motivated. Never stop learning. You put into this career and you will be rewarded. Thank you and good luck.
So I'd like to thank my friends and family at home, especially my mom and my two kids, Isaiah and Isabella, for holding down the fort while I'm here at the academy 4 days a week trying to accomplish my goals at Alameda County. And lastly, I'd like to thank the training cadre here at the tower for giving up their time for us recruits to be the best firefighters we possibly can.
I would like to thank, first off, God, my sisters, and my girlfriend and her family.
I'd like to thank my mom and dad, especially these past 5 months have been helping me out a ton. And over the years as well, everything that you guys have done for me has been amazing. I wouldn't be here without you guys. I'd also like to thank all my friends and family that have helped me along the way to get to this point in my life, and the cadre and all my academy mates that have helped me through this tough 6 months.
I would like to thank the cadre and the online crews who came down and helped us out and shared their knowledge. I'd like to thank my girlfriend Alyssa, my family, and Robert and Laura for their support throughout the last 22 weeks.
I would like to thank my wife Natasha for her unwavering support to this academy. I want to thank all my kids specifically. I also want to thank all my mentors and my parents, my dad, my in-laws, and last but not least, my mother Patricia, who's not here today. She passed away right before the academy started. Thank you guys for everything that you guys have done for me.
Yeah, I'd like to first thank the cadre for showing up day in and day out for us and instilling us with their knowledge and skill and getting us to where we're at today. Next, I would like to thank the home front. My mom and in-laws have done a great job helping out my wife with the children and childcare, so I'm deeply grateful for them. And lastly, I'd like to thank my wife. The things she had to go through and put up with me away from home, not living at home during the week, having to deal with a 4-year-old and newborn. I know it was extremely tough, and just want to say thank you, babe, and I love you.
I'd like to thank my dad, my mom, my brother Ryan, my girlfriend Bree, and my really close family, my aunt Belinda, Uncle Trino, Phil Fernandez, the one who's pretty much started this whole journey for me. They've all been such a huge part of this journey for me.
I'd like to thank my parents, my brother, my sister, my brother-in-law for supporting me throughout the academy and being away from home throughout this process.
First of all, I want to thank God. I want to thank my parents, Caesar and Monica, the rest of my family, my brother, Andy and Julia, my girlfriend Isel, and then my mentor as well. They all been there for me since day one, and I wouldn't be here without them.
I'd like to thank my mom, my brother, my sister, my uncles, aunt, and my cousins, and my girlfriend Samantha. Without every one of you guys, I don't think I could have gone this far without you guys. I really appreciate your guys' support and always motivating me and taking care of me. I'd also like to thank the Academy, the cadre, and ACFD for the mentorship, the opportunity, and all the memories.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank God. I'd like to thank my friends and family that have supported me through this journey, and even more so, the cadre who have helped me to improve myself through this entire academy.
I'd like to thank my family, my dad Robert, and my mom Cynthia, my two little brothers, Jeremy and Brian. They've been a huge support for me my entire life, and they're the reason why I'm here today.
So I'd like to thank my parents, my mom and dad first and foremost, for just being my #1 fans and being so supportive of me throughout this whole process. I'd like to also thank the Academy cadre for teaching me everything that they have, really accepting me.
And lastly, I'd like to thank the rest of our Academy for helping me throughout this whole process. If it wasn't for them, I don't know where I would be.
I'd like to thank my parents, my grandparents, the rest of my family, including my brother, who's been a big role model to me, my girlfriend Haley, and Crew 8.
First and foremost, I want to thank my cadre members. They've been a huge support, as long as the aides who are doing all the behind-the-scenes stuff to help us get the reps we need to prepare. And I'd like to thank my mom, who's been an absolute rock for me throughout this academy, my girlfriend, my family, all of my siblings, my dad, Zach, Julie, Sean, who have all just been great support systems throughout my entire journey.
I have a lot of people I want to thank for. First off, I want to thank my family for their unconditional support throughout my journey as a firefighter. I gotta also thank my instructors, my fellow classmates from school that I went to, as well as the people that I've worked with who have helped me to get to where I am right now.
I would like to thank my awesome girlfriend, Sierra, the cadre as a whole, all of ACFD, and then my mom and dad and brother and sister.
First of all, I'd like to thank God for the opportunity that's been given to me, as well as the ACFD, my support system being my parents, my siblings, and those who are super close around me who helped me along the way, as well as those who have contributed to my fire service career, that being Los Positas, Cal Fire, and the crew.
I would love to thank my wife Rachel and my son Luciano for helping me through this experience, and also my mother-in-law Kitty for watching our son during this experience.
First of all, I moved my wife and kids across an ocean to find this position. So big thank you to Kenna. Your sacrifices were incredible, and excellent job taking care of the kids while I've been gone. It's been amazing being able to witness that. Big no thank you to the Shred team. You know who you are out there. Talking me into do 2,000 calorie diet during multi-company ops. Almost died of malnutrition, so thanks for that. But on a serious note, my kids are my rock, and Rogan, Enzo, you guys are awesome kids. I appreciate you taking care of mom while I've been gone, taking care of the house, taking care of business. I love you guys so much. My happiest moments in this academy were being able to come home to you guys and give you a big hug when I get home. So super thankful for you guys, and incredible job while I've been gone.
So I'd like to thank Balhan, my mom and dad, my sisters, Miranda, Rose, Emma, all my extended family, the Marines on my unit who helped me push into the career field, and the cadre here who trained me up.
Throughout this process, I'd like to thank my beautiful fiance Devin for giving me support day in and day out throughout this academy. I'd like to thank my family, the cadre, and all the firefighters before me that came here to teach me and help me develop my skills.
I'd like to thank the Alameda County Fire Department for this opportunity, and the cadre for their patience and knowledge. Special thanks to my parents, especially my mother, for always being in my corner. My family and friends who've been supporting me over the last few years. My mentors as well. There's a lot of people to mention, very special people in my life that have gotten me here, that helped me gotten to this point, and I'm very appreciative and grateful for all of them.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank my wife for the years of support and dedication leading me up to where I'm at today. and especially over the past 5 months holding down the fort, especially with our 2 little ones, Cody and Josie. I'd also like to thank the cadre for grinding it out with us day in and day out down here at the tower. And I'd also like to thank ACFD for welcoming me into this family. I've also got a bunch of other people who I'd like to thank. You all know who you are, so thank you.
First off, I want to thank my mom for just building the foundation of who I am today. My wife for always being there for me and supporting me throughout my career. My friend for even inspiring me to even get to this point. The cadres for pushing me along the way, and my mentors for just giving me helpful advice throughout this process.
I'd like to thank the Lord for getting me this far. Friends, family, old bosses taught me a lot. Working for my dad, so definitely my parents, and my wife Jess, she's done everything for me, so she's number one. I thank her big time.
First, I'd like to give thanks to God. Thank you to my amazing family for always being a never-ending support system. Thank you to my incredible girlfriend, Michaela, for always pushing me to be my best. And thank you for ACFD for this amazing opportunity.
I would like to thank God, my family, and my girlfriend for all their support throughout this entire process.
One word I would like to just, oh God.
And lastly, I'd like to thank my Recruit Academy. I don't think I'd be where I am today without their support and their help. And
one way to describe the academy: grind.
Did you say word or way?
I said way.
Okay, let's do that. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. I'd like to thank my dad, my mom, my brother Ryan.
My mentors in Alco and the cadre to keep me going as I got.
You're in much better shape now than you were when you got here. Keep that going, stay healthy, and take care of your mind and body. Let's start that over.
And I'd also like to thank all my friends and family that have helped me along the way through these years of preparing for.
lastly, I'd like to thank my fellow recruit class. Lastly, I'd like to thank my recruit class. Without them, I wouldn't be where. Oh my God. And lastly, I'd like to thank our Recruit Academy. I wouldn't be here without them. And whenever I needed help.
God, I thought I had it.
One word I would use to describe the academy is fulfilling. I didn't pause. One word I would use to describe.
Alright. And lastly, I'd like to thank our. Oh my God.
This is a different Seth from the
No,
last
no,
time.
I watched his other stuff too. He does great in these.
The skills that they learned. So hard. The skills that they learned these last 2 weeks will assist them in upcoming training.
No,
it's editing. It's all editing.
Those are edited. They look good though. Because they're edited.
Yeah, because a kid.
And then one word, start off like this, one word to describe the academy, pause, and then say the word.
One word to describe the academy, pause.
Oh, no, no, don't. I meant pause and say the word.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.